official introductions.
5-minute rounds is scheduled in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter standing 5'8", 8 inches tall. Weighing in officially 146 1/2 pounds, he brings an outstanding professional record consisting of 12 victories and just 4 defeats. Fighting out of representing Fresno, California, here is King Arthur Arciniega! And next, his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu artist standing 5'8", 7 inches tall. He weighed in 145 1/2 pounds and brings a professional record of 7 victories and 4 defeats. Fighting out of Pleasanton, California, he is the Predator, Alexander Crispim. Referee in charge, Mark Lully.
Featherweights in the cage here at Tachi Palace Fights 15 in Lemoore, California. Art Arciniega in the black board shorts with Alexander Crispim in the blue. Arciniega quickly out to the center of the cage. A side kick there from Alexander Crispim.
Must have been back from the old Capoeira days. Back in Brazil. Arciniega pushing the action, moving forward. Keeping Crispim out, moving backwards. Nice leg kick by Crispim.
Arciniega shrugs it off, still coming forward.
Crispim's moving, but he still looks odd to me on his feet. That was a nice inside leg kick. Let's not fool anybody. Crispim would like to see this fight go to the ground. He'd like to get the takedown Arciniega.
Might be throwing out those kicks, maybe baiting Arciniega into a takedown off of them.
Maybe, but I don't think he wants to be on his back against Arciniega, especially because Arciniega's got such good control. He's able to hold you down for an entire round, and he's very tough to tap out from the back, from being off your back.
Minute into this featherweight affair.
Crispim's moving. He's looking pretty good here. He's throwing some nice punches. We just ate a nice little short jab by Arciniega.
Now, coming into this fight, Alexander Crispim was very, very confident. He really feels like he does belong at this weight and wants to erase the memories last time he was here against Ian Loveland. And you know, very jovial, joking around with his corner at the weigh-ins. I don't want to say that he's not taking Arciniega seriously, but he mentally seems like a different fighter.
He's Crispim's throwing some nice leg kicks. To me, he looks a lot smaller than Arciniega. Arciniega looks a lot thicker.
Keep those hands up off the kick.
Than Crispim. Crispim looks a lot more muscular, but he definitely looks a lot smaller, a lot thinner. But he's landing some real nice leg kicks, and that's what he wants. He wants to clinch, he wants to takedowns. Arciniega should be taking his time here and using his wrestling to counter Crispim's wrestling. Crispim looks like he's using a lot of energy to hold his clinch here. Arciniega should just kind of relax, watch the leg hook takedown. He should be throwing punches to the body here to get Crispim to drop his left hand so he can get the underhook just like he did right there.
Arciniega reversing the position, putting Crispim in the defense. Nice little shoulder shrug.
Shoulder shrug, and he's going to... I wouldn't do this if I was Arciniega. I'd try to break free. I wouldn't be, inviting a ground game. Not yet, not at this point in the fight. He's only halfway through the first round, and that's it right there. Crispim's going to wrap over his neck. He's got a good grip on his neck here.
Now, would you like to see Crispim jump guard here and try to finish this on the floor of this guillotine?
He could. The arm is in. It kind of depends how tight it is. If he does fall, he should be falling towards his right hip. He fell flat. He's not going to get this.
Yeah, he's too high up.
No. He's leaning to the wrong side. If Crispim was to jump, it's almost better to pull half guard and him fall to the same side of the hand that's wrapping the neck. And at that point, it was his right hand. So he should have been falling to his right hip. So when he lands, he actually has the correct angle to apply the choke. And here we go. Art Arciniega using the fence and using the ground and pound. He's going to circle to his left here so he doesn't get put in an arm lock. So long as he keeps the arm to the outside. Nope, there he goes. He brought the arm to the inside. Climbing the legs, and he's out. Arciniega understands.
Oh, it looked like Crispim almost threw an up kick that would have been illegal if it landed.
No, he threw it, but it missed. He didn't almost throw, he threw it. Arciniega is tough to tap. He understands submissions very well. He's going to let Crispim work the submissions and get a little bit tired, and that's kind of what I predicted. as far as, you know, Arciniega is going to be tough to tap, and Crispim, I have a feeling he's going to start gassing himself out, going for the high guard, going for the armbar and triangle.
Shade over a minute remaining in this opening round between Arciniega and Alexander Crispim.
Crispim's holding the head down, but he's not doing anything to control Arciniega's hands, and that's why he's getting hit with little short hammer fists and little hooking punches to the head. He's holding Arciniega's head with both hands, but he's not controlling his hands in any way, shape, or form. That's why Arciniega is able to start hitting to the body and the head here.
Back in space here in the middle of the floor. This is a little more beneficial for Alexander Crispim if he does want to bring up those hips high. Doesn't have to contend with the cage.
Yeah, you know, I've kind of gone away from climbing my hips so high for triangles. That day has gone away just because of the way that guys are defending the submissions and the slipperiness that fighters have when you fight. You know, if you had a rash guard or something, you can kind of do things like that. But to me, those days of the high guard are gone. You know, it makes it very difficult, especially against an experienced wrestler like Arciniega, to catch a guy like that.
10 seconds remain here in the opening round of this featherweight contest.
So Arciniega working the ground and pound and grinding out, in my opinion, the first round for himself.
And he was able to kind of switch the tide of this fight. Crispim came out very offensively with the kicks, and Arciniega, once he got his hands on Alexander Crispim, brought it to the floor and, you know, kind of drug him through the mud a little bit.
That's a classic mistake there by Crispim. He's winning the stand-up fight, but being a jiu-jitsu guy, he wanted to fight to the ground. If you're going to pull guard, you better make sure you have it. And if you don't have it, you got to get yourself right back up to your feet. And Crispim did neither. He ended up, in my opinion, losing the round. A round he was winning early on.
We'll see how he comes out in attack here in the second round. Let's look at the replay, Javi.
Crispim was doing a real nice job of landing inside and outside leg kicks, and when Arciniega, there it is, and when Arciniega tried to clinch, he ended up putting him up against the fence. Crispim wrapped his neck and then jumped to the guard. He had the arm in, so that makes it even tougher to finish, so I wasn't exactly sure why he jumped, but he ended up jumping. I think that's kind of like his autopilot, going to the guard instead of just kind of breaking away and keeping the fight standing, a fight that he was winning on his feet.
Get your hands up and work the hands after that.
Here we are underway, round number 2. Alexander Crispim against Arciniega. Tachi Palace Fights 15 collision course here in Lemoore, California. Again, TJ DeSantis along with Javier Vasquez. Arciniega gets the clinch here and puts Crispim back into the fence.
One thing about Arciniega is that he's very, very calm, very poised, and doesn't really waste a whole lot of energy doing things he's not supposed to be doing. Everything that he does is kind of, you know, he really thinks about it, takes his time, and applies the techniques very, very efficiently. He's a very efficient fighter, Arciniega is.
We see Crispim putting his leg up on the side of Arciniega's body. It looked like he was almost giving him a single leg there for a moment, but
yeah, he's using it to brace out the thigh to prevent the knees.
Arciniega throws his knee high, but nothing there.
Crispim looks like he's starting to slow down just a little bit, just by the look in his eye. He's not as calm as Arciniega, so he's kind of burning the energy, kind of letting the adrenaline dump get to him. And he's going to get taken down here.
Arciniega,
there he goes again, wraps the neck.
Single leg. Now Crispim framing up a guillotine choke here.
Crispim better be careful not to pull guard again. He's going to end up losing this fight, losing this round, I'm sorry.
Crispim's corner telling him to stay up. Don't go to his back here. Maybe try to, you know.
Does he have a Kimura there? Yes.
Looked like he was framing it for a second.
Yep.
Doesn't have the position though.
Arciniega looking to pop his head out and end up on top of Crispim. Crispim should be looking to put his right hand on the ground, and the second that Arciniega lets go of his leg, stand up to base. Oh, he's got the Kimura, but he's got a funky angle. He's going to have to roll here.
Oh, goodness, in the fence there. He's going to give Alexander Crispim top position.
Still
playing with that. Oh, he lost it there. Wow, Alexander Crispim grabbing onto that Kimura, and for a moment looked like he had good position, but now it's going to end up on his back.
You look at Crispim's face here. He's tired, and he's giving up the takedown. Not a good idea. Up against the fence.
Looked like Crispim was yelling at the ref, saying something. Not exactly sure. He's definitely vocalizing something to the ref. The ref trying to figure out what's going on.
You can't worry about that stuff when you have Arciniega on top of you. He's going to get hit with an elbow here if he's not careful.
No mercy, right now.
not sure what Crispim was complaining about, but definitely something bothering him.
Crispim should be working off his back. Forget this high guard at this point. It's not going to work. Arciniega's back is too slippery. He should be working on making some distance, taking the weight off of him, and then working to get back to his feet. He's right next to the fence. He better put his hands up because Arciniega's going to hit him. He better protect his head right here. Man.
Arciniega back into the closed, or the full guard here of Alexander Crispim.
Crispim putting the foot on the hip and looking to bite high with his right leg on Arciniega's back, but not in my opinion the best strategy right here. He's not controlling the hands. He's not going for the push and push, pull and push triangle. He's just kind of laying here, crossing his feet, hoping for the best, maybe a stand-up. Arciniega's going to keep moving, so it's going to be tough for the referee to stand him up because he's being so active on top.
The corner of Crispim asked him for a stand-up.
They're not going to stand him up. Not right now. Arciniega's moving too much. He's working for position. Time's a ticking. Crispin's got to work to get up. What a lot of jiu-jitsu guys don't understand is working your way up to your feet will open up the submission opportunities as opposed to just sitting in the guard. You got to kind of flip the switch. Arciniega's going to defend first and punch second. If Crispin works to get up, Arciniega is going to try to hold him down first, and Crispin can attack first. And there's a better chance for the submission if he actually works off his back. Or excuse me, works off his back to get up to his feet.
It looks like Crispin was trying to cut an angle off here with the cage. Is he looking for an armbar here?
No, he's not going to get anything here. He's going to take his back here. He's going to take his back here. Arciniega is going to bring his left elbow to the inside. There it is, and pops his right elbow. Arciniega pops his right elbow.
Maybe looking for a triangle here with the positioning?
He's trying a triangle, but Arciniega is doing a good job of swimming his hands back in the party and getting back into the guard.
1 minute remains here in the second round.
Dude, Crispin's got to get off his back here. It's not doing him any favors, and he's just losing the round. I don't care how many punches you're throwing off your back. If the guy on top's being active, he's working for the triangle here. Even if he gets the triangle, all Arciniega is going to do is drive forward, drive his head to the fence, and it's going to kill the triangle opportunity.
We talked about it at the top. Art Arciniega is just kind of bullying Alexander Crispim.
He's working top control. He's grinding him out. He's making it ugly. He's making it dirty here. And he's just kind of continuously moving. Notice Arciniega continuously moves. And that's what's getting Crispim tired. Crispim's reacting off of Arciniega's movements, and it's making him tired. He's throwing some nice little elbows off his back, but those are not going to win him the round. He's got to work to get back up to his feet. Arciniega just kind of going around the cage, pushing, driving the weight forward, and keeping Crispim parallel to the fence. Coming to the end of the second round here, and Arciniega won this round very easily.
Oh, that was a little bit dirty, referee. We'll see what he's going to do here. Just kind of throws a warning. Alexander Crispim stands up. Looks like he's apologizing, but there was really no excuse for that. The round was over, and he was grounded. I'm not really sure why Alexander Crispim threw those. And that's the second time he's thrown that illegal up kick.
Yeah, I don't know. These aren't the Vale Tudo days in Brazil. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of up kicking, especially when the guy's on his knees. I think that should be a perfectly legal technique. Because
Anderson Silva did it to Yushin Okami, and that's why he's a loss.
It's a fantastic, and I guarantee you, guys aren't going to be as willing to posture up and punch you in the guard if they can get kicked in the face.
Yeah.
It'll change MMA from the guard position if those are allowed. Crispim working to get the guillotine and eventually ends up on his back. Was working for a Kimura and actually got the Kimura, but didn't establish control, and Arciniega was able to roll through, but Crispim attacked his submission and nearly got it. Arciniega just kind of stayed tight, stayed in good position, and ultimately got on top and won the round.
Final round coming up here in Lemoore, California, between Alexander Crispim and Art Arciniega. Crispim wanting to touch gloves here to start the third round. It's do or die for the Brazilian at this point.
Yeah, Crispim looks tired. Arciniega looks very calm and poised, and expect more of the same. Expect more of the same in this round from Arciniega. He'll eventually get the takedown. He should be working to knock Crispim out here.
Now Crispim looking for a takedown himself, and it looks like Arciniega was flirting with the guillotine, and now Crispim's got Arciniega in the corner trying to drag him down to the floor.
Arciniega, just his main focus has to be just defend the takedown. And Crispim is way too tired to take him down, in my opinion. Arciniega is way too seasoned, and he's way too fresh.
Big overhand right misses for Arciniega.
He's got to double up on the jab, come across with the right hand. Arciniega does. Crispim's got to do something. He's got to rock Arciniega with a big punch. He's got to be aggressive and not get caught in the process and possibly drop Arciniega and end up on top position. I don't think he's going to be able to get him down. I don't think he's going to win the stand-up fight, and he looks a little bit too tired to be throwing those leg kicks he was throwing earlier in the first round.
Arciniega looking for an opening.
Good body shot. Sometimes those hurt. You get caught flush, and he's already tired, so that's not going to help his conditioning matters. Ooh, nice little jab, and gets right underneath him. Very nice setup by Alexander Crispim. Let's see if he can finish the shot.
This is Crispim's chance here to try to get this fight to the floor and do something.
He's got to run the pipe here. Oh, he lost it.
It might just be a factor that Crispim's just too tired.
He's too tired, and Arciniega did a very good job of putting his left foot to the fence, which destroyed the angle for him, for Crispim to get the takedown. Now he's got the help of the fence to keep him up. He's working his hand control. He's wrapping Crispim's neck here, and Crispim's spending a whole lot of energy. What Crispim should be trying to do is lock his hands right underneath the hips of Arciniega, and Arciniega here working for a guillotine. I'm not sure if the arm's in or out. Yep, I can't tell. Nope, the arm is not in. Ooh, Crispim does a good job of getting out of there. Pushing forward. What's that?
Circle out! Don't stop! Circle out! Crispim now!
What's that?
Don't let him rest there, Crispim. Keep moving. Keep moving, Crispim. Don't let him stuff his head.
Now Crispim needs to do something here. He needs to try to get off the cage. He's got to
try to knock him out. He's not going to get him down to the ground, and even if he does, I don't think he's going to have enough time to work. Arciniega's submission defense is very solid. He should break this and try to knock him out. He's lost the first 2 rounds. His best work was on his feet, throwing punches and kicks. I think he should go back to it.
You know, really, it seems like Arciniega was almost listening to our breakdown of this fight. His strategy was to make this an ugly fight, make it brutal, and you know, just drag Crispim through the mud. And since the opening frame, it seems that Alexander Crispim, over the course of 15 minutes, is just getting less and less dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I kind of predicted early on. He tends to fade in fights, and Arciniega is very calm, very poised, and like I said, he's very energy efficient, you know, because he's so prepared and so calm that, you know, he's not burning energy needlessly.
Crispim threw a nice kick there.
I'm telling you, Crispim's best offense are those leg kicks, but does he have the energy to continue to throw them? He should fake low and maybe kick high. Maybe, you never know, he could catch Arciniega with a head kick.
90 seconds remain in the final period.
Another leg kick. I don't care if he lands 10 or 15 of those leg kicks. It's not going to win him the fight. He's got to throw something up top to possibly catch Arciniega's chin. But Arciniaga's just walking right through those leg kicks.
Arciniega might feel him tomorrow, but the fight will be over, and he'll probably get the non-unanimously on his judges' scorecards.
And nobody will know about it. If he feels it tomorrow, the only person that's going to know about it is him. The judges are looking at it as, hey, this guy's taking those leg kicks and just walking straight through them. Sometimes you got to play like nothing hurts, even though it does. Ooh, nice counter right hand by Arciniega right off of a Crispim leg kick.
Your style, go! Sancho style!
No, we just need to see some overhand right. We need haymakers from Alexander Crispim.
Yep, that's it. Another right hand to the body by Arciniega. There's the counter right off the kick. Arciniega's doing a good job there. Crispim's kicks are landing, and they're landing hard. He's just got to throw more of them.
Alexander Crispim's corner just screamed Aldo style. I'd like to see what that is.
Leg kicks.
The leg kicks aren't going to work in less than a minute.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could set up leg kick, leg kick, leg kick, and then fake and go high. You can do that, no problem. But I haven't seen him throw a high kick yet, has he? Another leg kick.
Not that I've seen, no.
The leg kicks are not going to win him the fight.
10 seconds left.
Arciniega better figure out how to stop leg kicks, especially if he starts getting up into the top opponents. He's taking way too many leg kicks.
There it is, 15 minutes in the books. Arciniega should be on track to win himself a unanimous decision. Alexander Crispim raising his arms like he feels he's entitled to the nod, but I think it's a little showmanship. Arciniega was in control from bell to bell.
He can try to sell that fish all he wants, but I don't think anyone here is buying.
The third round, though, probably maybe the most dominant or most, you know, if you're going to make a case for Alexander Crispim, I guess. 29-28.
I'll give him the third round. Arciniega 29-28. He won the first 2 rounds handily.
But like you said, I think that Art Arciniega is going to have to look at this tape tonight. We're looking at the replay here. Crispim trying to get a takedown. But Art Arciniega and his opponents going forward are got to be aware of that opening to the leg kicks.
Yeah, couple things. Art Arciniega really has to work on understanding distance a little bit better. He was throwing a lot of punches. He throws nice, straight, hard punches, but they were landing short. He's got to step in, close the distance a little bit further so he understands where his range is so he can start landing those hard, straight punches. I mean, he's throwing nice punches, but they're just out of range.
Judges are rendering their decision, and we think cage side that Art Arciniega should have taken this fight probably 29-28. But another solid win, a 6th straight win probably upcoming here for Art Arciniega. Size him up. Does he belong in a bigger show?
In my opinion, he should have probably finished a guy like Alexander Crispim. He has the wrestling, he has the firepower. He's a very good fighter, but he's got to figure out ways to finish, and I don't see that finishing power from Art Arciniega. He's not a stupendous, finisher with strikes, and he's not a stupendous finisher with grappling. He's a very good top control grappler that's a ground and pound specialist.
The judges have rendered their decision. Let's go up to Joe Martinez for the nod.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds to go to scorecards, and here are the judges' totals. Judge Jackie Dakin has it 30-27. Judges Ralph McKnight and Abe Bellardo come to the same score, 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, King Arthur Arciniega!
Art Arciniega victorious. He gets the nod. And Alexander Crispim looks kind of dumbfounded.
I don't know. There's no way